Central.
Sports, I will be brutally honest. Ain't nothing but being brutally honest. Coming at you with another video.
What is up, everybody? We are back with another 49er talk, and Bella is back in the building.
Hi.
Yeah, how's
everyone?
everybody? Yeah, how's everybody doing? You know, the audience, everybody in the building.
What's up, Jimmy?
Oh yeah, Jimmy. As long as it's not Jimmy Garoppolo, we're in good shape.
Hey, I'll take Jimmy Garoppolo. If he wants to join the chat, he's more than welcome to.
But in all seriously, you know what? You actually had this prediction correct, even though the score was a little off.
Mm-hmm.
But you were right on this one. But let's recap this game. This was a defeat. This was like I don't know. This was like a curse, man. I don't know. Something about playing at Minnesota just seemed like a voodoo. But you just said it was a loss, and I was so confident. I said we're going to blow the brakes out of the Minnesota Vikings.
You did. You. That's what you said. And I said no, and I said a couple of reasons. One, we were coming off of a short week. Two, we've never won there, I think, in like so many years.
Okay.
What's my other reason? Maybe they'll have to look at last week's episode.
No, but you did say it had to do with the short week, and you did say it had to do with the fact we couldn't play well there.
Well, yeah, those two for sure. I thought there was something else, but now I don't remember. I just didn't. I don't know. It was.
I think it's because the coaching staffs were just better coaches. Like you had Kevin O'Connell was a better coach on this matchup. You looked at Brian Flores; he just really knew how to slow down Kyle's offense at times. So.
Yeah, as far as reasons why we lost, for sure we were out coached. It just also looked like, I mean, where was Brandon Ayuk? Where were some of the key players? I thought was very MIA. Brock didn't look as good as he has in the past. And also, before everyone goes wild, I don't expect the 49ers to win every single game in a season. You're going to lose a game. Like,
yeah, you are.
Happen.
You win some, you lose some, like they say.
Exactly. So this happens to be one that you lose. I don't think that with this one loss, we can predict what's going to happen and we're not going to go to the Super Bowl and we're not I don't think we can go that far off of just this one game.
Yeah.
For me, the only anxiety this game really gives me is if we have to face them in the playoffs. That's the only anxiety I get.
That would just have to be flashbacks of what happened on that game. But I think in the playoffs, it wouldn't matter at this point. But, you know, the way we played against Minnesota was we didn't have a way to slow down Jefferson. That was the problem. Yeah. And I think it was dumb how the defense coordinator didn't even want to put the best corner to cover him. Instead, they put two safeties on him. I don't know who did that. It was just they were trying to confuse Sam Darnold on that play, and it just really didn't seem to work. And that's what resulted into a 97-yard touchdown, which I'm like, what?
That was I was really watching this game like this, like literally like watching the game like this because that one really hurt. And also it made me sad because I do think that Barack is a better quarterback versus Sam. I mean, both when they were competing for the quarterback position as a Niner, when Sam was a Niner, Barack got it. And so, I don't know, I felt really bad that we also lost against
Yeah, you were right about the prediction of us losing, but I was just a little too overconfident. But let's say what's up to my guy, Dre Area Sports, which we have a show on every Thursday at 12 p.m.
Hey,
So
Dre.
definitely go check it out because he's got some good content. I've always tried to jump in from time to time. I've always retweeted stuff. So he's one of my co-hosts for the Thursday show. So
Oh, nice.
yeah, he's a good guy. He's a good dude. He's very passionate, just like me. It's 4th and 1. Yep, 4th and 1. Just like what we could have did. We could have, we just went for it, right? Didn't Shanahan just pull a Dan Campbell? He pulled a Dan Campbell instead of kicking a field goal, but I can't complain about it because I sometimes question Shanahan being a little too conservative. But would it have made a difference if he would have made those field goals, or you think it would have not mattered?
Yeah, I mean, of course, I think they would have mattered. Being closer, don't you think? I mean, anything.
Yeah, it would have been closer. But
yeah, it would have been closer. I do think the statement of what you had said about Jefferson not being handled properly is another big reason. I don't know. I wasn't satisfied.
That Minnesota defense got the Brock Purdy, and that offensive line wasn't helping. So it was just that bad.
He also didn't have a lot of time in the pocket, or am I tripping? Because I felt like he didn't move and have his because he usually does his you can see him do his reads, and I felt like he didn't have enough time. I actually heard somebody else say this, and when they said it, I was like, oh, I see it now. I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was you. Did you say it? That Brock looked a lot like Jimmy in that game.
No, I think quite a few other content creators have thrown it out there that he's played a little bit like Jimmy because he had his moments, but if you check out some of the breakdowns, there were some breakdown films of the offensive line. They just weren't playing up to their level. I know there's quite a few of our other fan base that are not too aware of this guy, but they've been praising this guy like he's an all-pro guy, but he's not. This center, Jake Brendo, is the weakest link. I think he is because the pressure up front. Then you look at McKivitz, he has his moments, but how the heck do you get beat by a linebacker and you're 300 pounds getting beat by a linebacker from the Vikings? Or how do you get manhandled by a D tackle like that, man? The best block that Jake Brendel's ever done in his career was blocking me on Twitter. That was his best block. That's how bad he is. That's how bad he is.
I remember you saying that had happened. That happened last season, or was it the season prior to that?
It was 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago. Wow.
It's a badge of honor.
Our offense one's not good. But it's not that they're not good. It just, this was not a good reflection of who they really are. And I think that statement of just because you look like you're A1 on paper, if you can't play out the plays, it's not going to work.
I think the fact that we abandoned the running game was something we should have kept going with the running game a little bit more. That's what really hurt us because Mason had 28 carries the other week, right? He only got 20.
Well, that's Kyle right there. That's Kyle.
Yeah, unpredictable.
What's Kyle doing, right? You trying to be cute? You trying to be pretty? Why don't you just stick to what you know has been working is what I don't understand.
Yeah. But I think when we look at this game, I just look at it hey, it's early in the season. This doesn't have no meaning to it. We can bounce back.
Absolutely. It definitely is good. I actually think it's good for them to have this loss this early and it happened with this team.
No pressure into it,
Yeah, the Vikings really came in. They wanted it. They got it. And I think the way I've always felt like the Niners needed that because I think there's a bit of a chip on their shoulder of you're the best in the NFC and all of this. So I think this was a wake-up call. And I believe also, didn't Debo just start his show this week or something like that?
Yeah, he started off of a show on Bleachers Report. But I think this loss was going to have to come at a point. So I think this was a wake-up call. But speaking of this loss, since you like to bring up these type of numbers, who stood out to you, even in the defeat?
For sure, without a doubt, Fred Warner.
Ooh, I see. That's a great one right there because this guy was carrying this defense. If it wasn't for him, this would have been a blowout.
Yeah, it's Fred Warner. I thought he was the only one that was really working the whole game.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, I think as far as when we look at the one that stood out, it's on offense. I would have to say, I gotta say Debo. Debo kind of did exactly what he could before he got injured, but I
Yeah.
feel like I don't know how we're gonna be able to fill that void, but we'll have to find some different way. But I would really just say Jordan Mason if we used him, but I'm gonna go with Debo because I felt like he had a great game.
Okay. I mean, I'll say that. He's out now. Debo's out. Do we know how many games he's out?
I think he's out for just a couple games. I think I'm looking, what is it, like 2 to 3 weeks because he's got a calf string.
Okay.
Then you look at other guys, because, Debo's going to be out for this game, but there's going to be questions. Who's going to fill that void? Because Brennan, you got paid a lot of money. And then we got this other receiver, Juwan Jennings, who could get some more targets his way. Then you look at the likes of guys like, Chris Conley, Jacob Cowing. You look at Ronnie Bell and quite a few other guys. I mean, there's some of the guys that have to have a big role. So I'm kind of curious how they're going to utilize these guys.
Well, it'll also give them the opportunity, right? Like this is now where everything they've worked for, the opportunity is there. And I'm assuming Ricky is still out, right? Isn't he out a couple more games?
He's out for a while. I don't think he returns till week 5, if I'm mistaken.
Oh, okay, so week 5 with that. And then, it would be great to see Ayuk really step up, to be honest with you, because I feel like the past 2 games he hasn't produced what he has been paid. So that would be good. But I also think we have a lot of other really talented players. Like there's still Kittle. We've definitely used Juice in the past, and he's done a touchdown too. I'd love to see Ronnie Bell. I love Juwan Jennings. So I think there's still a lot of potential for a lot of other players on the roster.
What is up to one of my guys, Drew from the Brew Crew, where we do our 49ers talk, but it's been taking a little hiatus. But whenever he comes back, we'll get back on rolling on Tuesdays. But
Yay!
Hopefully everything's good with Drew. He's got a lot going on, but hey, he's passionate. He points out whatever he likes, man. He's a good dude. So shout out to him, and definitely shout out to what I said about Drea Sports, man. We're gonna get something going tomorrow, so it's gonna be popping 12 p.m. Y'all better not miss it because 4th and 1. This is like an interesting type of show. Are you guys gonna go for it, or we're gonna actually just punt it? He kind of came up with that concept, something like that.
Very original. Yeah. That's really cool.
Yeah. And then he's got this, it's a concept of like, if it's 4th and 1, are you going to go for it? Or are you actually going to punt it?
I like it. I approve. That's really cool.
Okay. So we already said about these receivers. So yes. I feel like who's going to step up? Like you said Brian Ayuk has to prove otherwise that he's worth that money. Okay. I'm going to say, this may sound biased, but I'm going to say Juwan Jennings. I think he's going to have a big game. He's going to step up.
He's going to have a big game?
He's going to have a huge game.
Okay.
Like, he's going to have like that 2021 type season finale game where he had almost 100 yards on that Rams defense.
Okay.
That Rams defense ain't going to be able to tackle him with their backups or those injuries. I don't see why not. I think Jennings is going to have a great game against that Rams defense. But here's the question mark. Can Brock Purdy prove it without CMC and Debo? We shall see.
I mean, I think he can. I do. I really do think. I think he's able to, and I think he still has a lot of weapons that he can still use. To me, it's really what is Kyle going to draw up here. I really don't see us losing against the Rams, but we shall see, right?
Yeah, I mean, we can update the injury reports with them. Like, we can just talk. I can talk about the ones who are not going to play. I mean, from the Rams' perspective, I've looked at their injuries, and no Puka Nacua, no Cooper Kupp. Their starting guard is out. Their starting center is out. Their starting tackle is out. So they got majority of some of their offensive linemen are pretty much out. When you look at their secondary, it's probably still one of their weakest spots, but their linebackers cannot tackle to save their life. Like, that's where we're going to get the yak from. Those type of. They just don't like. If you watch the games where they did against, like what the Cardinals did, oh my God, they just shredded them like it was nothing. The Lions, they did the same thing. Those missed tackles, they traded their best linebacker because they couldn't pay him.
Yeah, so it should be easy breezy. But we've
Yeah.
been in these positions before where wild things happen, right? Wild things happen. But I think it should be good, especially knowing that. And there was something else about, oh no, with us, Hufanga comes back too.
I'm hoping it is because he's been kind of like making progress lately. So yeah, what's up,
No, they
Niners
said
all
for sure
day?
he's coming
What's
back.
up?
So it's
What's up,
good for
B-Bomb?
us.
Yeah, it's good for everybody. Yeah.
So
It's good to say hello to Niners all damn day, and then it's good to say Bebop Jones, man. He got the cool name.
We
Yeah,
love it.
I think we'll be just fine as far as matchup wise. I mean, I don't see why not. This is a bounce back game for us. So
100%. And they also say, as we all know, the stadium's called Levi South. And I think I saw the latest report is like 67% of the attendance are Niner fans.
yeah, I heard last year it was insane. I was supposed to go out there, but was able to go there that year. So I did something kind of funny on TikTok where I just say, "This is our house. When we leave, you guys can stay. Just clean up the place, and then we're out of here."
I love that. It's a great idea.
I was just trying to be funny about it. And I think some Rams fans took it the wrong way. I was just saying, "Dude, I'm just being hilarious about it."
You know, you gotta have fun in life. Life is short. It's gonna be okay. It's not that serious.
Yeah. If you look at the way the offense was producing, I mean, even with the amount of numbers, Brock Purdy does lead the lead in passing yards. But
yeah, don't you think though with Brock that, I mean, Trent Williams did fine, but there wasn't enough, like the O-line just wasn't as aggressive as we've seen in the past. That this is one of the reasons why we also failed as well, is that it just wasn't as strong as we were used to seeing it being as strong.
Yeah. Like the way they were pass blocking, there was just a lot of pressure on Brock. There wasn't enough time. He was getting sacked 4 or 5 times, if I'm mistaken.
Yeah, I think it was 6 sacks. I think it's 6.
Okay, 6 sacks. Yeah. So I remember one of those other. I think one of their defensive line got 2 sacks, and then I think the other, like the linebacker and everybody else, got to him. But yeah, he didn't have enough time in the pocket. So, nope. But the only problem that the Rams present for themselves is they have Kobe Turner, they have Braden Fisk, which he's a rookie, and they got this Jared Verse. But outside of that, there's not really quite a player on their defense that kind of says, "Oh, we got to watch out for this guy." There's no Aaron Donald.
Yeah, I saw that, and I remember thinking too, I think we had a lot of turnovers, and I remember thinking, like, you can't win games with turnovers. You just can't.
You can't, especially in the red zone and all that stuff. You got to capitalize that. And hey, salute to SM. He's a Rams fan.
Oh,
yeah, Byron Young. Oh yeah, Byron Young, huh? That other pass rusher. See, he would know more because he's a Rams fan, of course. Yeah, Byron Young, the kid from Tennessee that they drafted, if I remember correctly.
Oh, good job. See, I can never remember those things. Well,
I mean, Jared Verse is somebody that's thrown out there because he played at Florida State, but I think they drafted 2 of those guys that are pretty good. I mean, Byron Young, I think he leads the team in sacks, if I'm mistaken.
Oh wow!
But awesome. I don't really like. Okay, if you look at their linebackers, they're not quite. They're not quite like, they're not like the ones that, like, they don't. They kind of miss a lot of their assignments at times, but I guess there's there's a Rams fan in the building. I guess everybody's looking forward. It's just coincidence. They just have to come out of there. I could have another week with another team, and you won't see them on site.
That's funny. Well, with the Ram fans in the chat, how are you guys feeling about the game on Sunday? Are you
give us questions about your players, man. I know there's a lot of injuries, man, so I know there's something for you guys. I mean, I've talked to quite a few of those guys that I've talked to close by, and they don't feel this confident. They're telling me, "Nah, we're getting our butts whooped, man."
Yeah, I mean, of course we can't really predict the future. But I do think it might be a loss for the Rams. And it's okay. It happens.
Nah,
you got
but
to lose some.
it's any given Sunday, so you don't know. Like we're evenly injured too. I mean, we're not as bad as them, but you realize we don't have CMC, we don't have Debo.
Right.
If they can keep the game close, it's anybody's ball game.
Yeah, but I still feel really confident without CMC that we're able to win games, because I really do think that Jordan Mason really proved himself and he's such a weapon. So I think there's a lot there. And then again, we have other talent. We let Kittle, Ayuk, eventually when he's all well, what's his face? Ricky, and there's a lot. There's a lot of other people we can use.
I mean, we haven't got Dre Greenlaw back yet, so he should be back pretty soon. But I think once we get healthy on defense, we're going to be in good hands. But we got our favorite guy on the chat. He gives us some good questions. CG and Bella, and he says, "Defense is what up? Stock up and down, stock down from the loss." As far as the stock from the wins and losses from the performance, I felt like our offensive line was crap. Mm-hmm. That was a stock down. They didn't perform really well. Yeah. As far as your stock, who kind of had the stock down in that performance against the Vikings?
When you say stock down, like who did not good?
Yeah, who didn't do too good?
Well, yeah, we said offensive line. We said, I think that was the big one. I mean, Brock didn't do great.
No, I would say Brandon Ayuk. Like he hasn't shown
sure. Where was he? Was he there? Did he fly with the team? I was confused.
I have no idea. It's like it's pretty.
I didn't see him. Did he even play? Did he suit up? Was he in it?
I have no idea if he did. That's the fun part. Let's see. So as far as stock up, I gotta say Jordan Mason's stock's been up, even without CMC.
Got it. Yeah. No, mine was Fred. Fred for me was the MVP of that game. I felt he wanted it for he had the whole team on his back, is how I felt.
He did.
But yeah, no, I mean, I even went on TikTok and did a whole post of like, has anyone seen Brandon Ayuk? Because I don't know where he is.
Yeah. See, even for him being realistic, you can tell what he's saying. See, I'm getting the same vibe with a few of my friends that I know personally. They're even telling me, I don't know if we're going to win this one. But he's saying like this.
One about what? You're talking about the Rams?
Yeah, but look, this is what SM said. It's really a bad matchup for the Rams, and the injuries make it almost unwinnable. See, he says it makes it unwinnable, which means there's still hope, a little hope. The only hope for the Rams is if they can capitalize on our offensive line being the problem, then I think they might make it. But I think their only true hope is Kyren Williams. That's it. They don't have anybody else but Kyren Williams. If they don't get Kyren Williams going, if Kyren Williams can't have an Alvin Kamara performance, I don't think the Rams are going to be in this game. Like Kyren Williams has to play like Alvin Kamara, like we just saw against the Cowboys. If he can play just like that, yeah.
The comment, they're going crazy in the comments, which I love.
Yeah.
Yes, that's so true. Where's the milk?
That's true with the milk card.
Do they still do that nowadays? I'm aging myself, but do they still do that?
No, it's just a joke reference, but yeah. Oh, see, we're gonna see. Dre feels confident. I like that. Confidence goes a long ways. There's no way they can stop JP. I agree, because they haven't stopped the running game. Like if you saw what they did against the Lions, they couldn't slow that down. They couldn't even slow down James Conner.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't slow down the other running back from the Cardinals. I forget who he was, but he looked like a guy on their practice squad. Yeah,
Williams, like that. There's no way to stop JP. Yeah, I mean, we'll have to see, because we haven't seen it yet. So
I'm out of my damn mind. I actually predicted a blowout, actually, but I'm not trying to overlook them like that. I believe we are going to beat them. I mean, Dre, I believe we are going to do it, bro. But it just sounds crazy to overlook it, bro. You never know how these games start off. We always have the slow starts. But speaking of prediction, how do you feel about this prediction against the Rams, and who's going to be your X factor, and who's going to be the guy that needs to step up for this game against the Rams? And you tell me who wins and loses.
I think we're going to win this game. That's what I have. I have us winning. I have the score of 27-13 is what I have.
Okay, well, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go a little bit cocky since everybody's
Ooh,
saying
go.
I'm not too
I'm
confident.
gonna write this down again.
I want to. I want to say. I'm gonna say 42 to 17 Niners.
Okay.
At least they're gonna get some of those garbage points. We're gonna score a 40 burger.
Okay.
We're gonna score. See, we're gonna see Dre's even going towards that level. I'm going 42, man. I believe we can score 42 on the Rams, especially with running the ball with Jordan Mason, especially Juwan Jennings getting the ball, especially when Brandon Ayuk is going to be hard to cover. I think this is a game that we're going to see Leonard Floyd's revenge game. Just like one of the Rams fans just said, SM just said it. This is Leonard Floyd's revenge game because he played for the Rams. Yep. And I agree with Dre Sports, but I say the score is going to be 42 to 17. I said it in one of my pick predictions. I said 42 to 17.
Okay, I like that. I mean, we shall see. I think this is good. I'm a little bit on the lower side. I don't know. I just with the injuries, I thought, who knows? But a win's a win. I'll take a win.
Yeah, but we'll see. You can't take it for granted. But I just think it's very because just like most of these Rams fans are saying, it shouldn't be that difficult for us. But I expect a little fight from them at least. I think I think their best hope for the Rams to be in this game is if Kyren Williams has a Alvin Kamara game. If this guy can get 5 touchdowns like what we saw what he did against what Kamara did against the Cowboys, then it's possible. We'll see.
Yeah. I mean, we still have to fight for it. It's not like we're going to put all the rookies in and be like, it's all right, it's just the Rams. And we're not looking at it as a preseason game. Like, we're still going to have to go out there and fight for it. It's not, I mean, a win is a win. The Rams want to win against us too, because guess how much praise they would get for beating even the Niners.
Oh, who's the big running back we got? I think it's Patrick Taylor. He's a big running back that we got, but I think Garendo's like a 6-foot running back, like fastest running back we got. But I think the biggest running back we got is Patrick Taylor. He's 6'2", almost 220. Even if they had Kamara on their roster, we'll still beat them. True, we still will beat them.
Welcome back.
We got Rick. We got Rick, from Chicago. But like I said, I think we're gonna blow a 40 burger on them. I just don't.
Are you gonna do something special if they get to 40?
I'll probably do a reaction video, but other than that, I feel like
do a 40 burger?
I'll do a 40 burger. Maybe I'll go to because that one time I went to Wendy's that other time. Well, that's it. That's if we get the 40 burger. You know, if we get the 40 points, then maybe I'll do the 40 burger. Maybe I'll go to a different place another day. That would be kind of. Yeah, I remember it was kind of funny because I used that pretzel Wendy's burger, whatever it was, and I kind of made the reference of the
So that's what I think every time you do a 40 point, like, we should do a 40
I don't know about that.
Oh, hey. I don't know. It's going to turn into a different show. This is not an OnlyFans, but we could turn it
cool. It's good stuff, you know. But hey, CJ didn't do a reaction video on the O-line with the way they play. Actually, I made a reaction. I actually made a reaction by pointing on Jake Brendel. I don't know if you saw that video where I trashed Jake Brendel and the rest of the team.
When did you do that?
I did that like after the game. I did it like at night.
Most recent one?
Yeah, no, I did the one at nighttime where I did my recap and I blew my anger and I said Jake Brendel was garbage and I said this whole damn offensive line couldn't block to save our life or something like that. And then I was calling Shanahan a dummy or something, and I was just losing it. I don't know. I just kind of I don't know. I don't know if you saw that video, Grandizer, but it's on there. I had a little recap where I actually pointed on the center. He'll be live on Twitch after the game. Hey, Red Jet, how's it going? Hey, I just pray that Feliciano starts at center. Yeah, I hope he returns this upcoming season. But
where is he? Is he injured?
Yeah, he's on IR. He should be back midway to the season. But you got to see that one, bro. You got to see the one where I blew my anger. And I said, how did we lose the freaking Sam Darnold? How did we lose the Sam Darnold? And I said, that dude sucks. And I'm like, I don't know. You got to see that. You got to see. I think it's like think it was like a 6-minute. I don't know how long the video was, but I think it was like 6-minute video, I believe.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to see it.
Yeah.
I do want to give myself a little bit of a shout out here. I can't put it in the chat for some weird reason, but follow me on TikTok also. I'm under Life with Lady A on TikTok.
Okay.
I don't know why it's not letting me like put it on there.
Hold on. Want me to just promote it for your TikTok? Because I know you got like almost like 2,000 followers, huh?
I'm almost at 3. What are you talking about? 2.
Oh, 3,000?
Almost. I need like kind of more.
Oh, okay. Well, I had to get the tech. I had to. Yeah.
That's it.
No, that's her TikTok, guys. That's where she does her TikTok.
Yeah, there we go. Because Antonella's my real name, but I go by Bella.
No, but I go like on my TikTok. I'm at 15,000 followers now.
Yeah. See, that's amazingly wild.
Sometimes I get 100,000 views on some videos.
That's awesome.
Sometimes.
So cool.
I don't know if you saw the one where I actually went to Levi and I actually had the most reaction out of that game, where I was like trashing with the Lion fans just for fun.
Do you remember that one? That was a good one. I liked that one.
Yeah, remember when I called those guys the Three Stooges?
That was a good one.
Yeah.
TikTok is the devil. Oh, why do you say that?
What
other platform do you prefer if you don't like TikTok?
Not everybody likes it. It's a different platform for everybody else, but it's just, hey, if it's paying bills, I ain't tripping.
Absolutely.
Oh, he has his own belief because it's run by China. That's the only difference.
Oh, got it.
Some people have different beliefs of it, but yeah. Let's see. I think we can just cover a couple more questions for everybody else. But he's just kidding.
Love it.
Oh, this is. He's promoting it for you. He's promoting it for you. Grant Dazzler's one of them guys.
I didn't know too. TikTok.
Yeah. He got it for you. Next time I'll just put a wrench for you so you can put it next time. You just have to have cool. I think I had to put a wrench, but I've been having problems with my stream.
You're fine. I think that's it. Anywho, but yeah, find me. I'm there. I talk about football, but then I talk about life. And I was very mad this off season, so didn't talk about football. Yeah. But and I still need to put it. I was just that mad. I went to. Where did I go? You
gotta have a wrench. You gotta have a wrench first, I believe. But I'll get you that wrench part of the next week. Ooh. I just had to figure. I just have to figure out how to do it again because I had an issue with my wrench team. So I think I have to do it this way. Let's see.
What are your thoughts on Huff playing on Sunday? I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be amazing. I'm excited to see what he's able to do as well. Can you drop yourself? Ha ha ha.
He's just being funny. He just being funny. I think having Huff back is going to be a huge difference because I think the coverage is going to be a little bit better. As far as our run defense, it's not that bad of an issue like everybody says. Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're going to definitely tune in for 4th and 1. This is the concept that Dre put a better concept. Do you guys go for it or not? We're going to go with something like that. Yes. Oh, yeah. No, nobody has to pay for a ranch. Nah, you never paid a dime, bro. I don't charge. Everybody can get a ranch. It's just I have to trust them. No, that means people have control. Like they can get rid of those trolls for me or the people that try to like start problems.
Oh, so it's like moderators almost?
Yeah, moderators. I have those people who control they take away the bad apples off of my streams and they remove them if I choose them to.
Oh, I didn't know that. See, you learn something new every day. Good job, guys. That's pretty cool. That means it's a moderator. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a moderator thing. That means you have control, but I have to give you the permission to tell you who to remove or something like that.
Got it. Okay, I have another question. Or not question, but you know what you should do? What does like a week look like for you with your podcast and people you meet with? You should promote it to everyone here so everyone follows them.
I think it kind of gives people a different perspective, like the way how I do this podcast, I just do it for fun. At this point, I don't even get paid on here anymore. I just do it for fun. Like I like bringing some NFL players. I actually like doing a little bit of something. Like, this is a good question from a Rams fan. See, he doesn't like the idea. He knows I'm up to something right there.
Yeah, he totally is. Yeah, he's totally playing. And CG thinks he's going to be the like X factor of the
I
game, which
think
is
he
very
is.
possible.
Because that Rams defense has no, like, they have a hard time tackling this guy and all that. Oh, what's up, JJ Coverage? Let's see. Yeah, it means you're a moderator. But I'm probably going to have to work it and try to give Dre the moderator too, since he's one of my guys. And I need to give Drew one too because I trust him. I'll get you one.
Oh, yeah.
I'll just go with the ones who I specifically trust, but I know Drew's one of them reliable dudes, so he wouldn't give me no issue. Tommy's always been that go-to guy.
Where's Tommy? I haven't seen him in a minute. He's in
He's
here.
right there.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
He's been right here.
He's been here the whole time, Tommy. I'm sorry.
All right, let's just do a couple more questions and then go from here. We can answer a couple of them from everybody, but
it's always fun when everyone has like questions. If you guys have questions in the chat, it's always nice to see what you guys say.
Why do we need Jimmy Ward back? I don't know, bro. I was never quite a fan of his, but I guess having him back does make a difference. But he's more of a safety. He doesn't even want to play the slot.
Wait, hold on. Now I'm drawing a blank. Jimmy Ward.
He was the guy that used to be in our secondary for many years, and then
that's right. There we go. Secondary.
He was nicknamed Nico Suave or something. That was his nickname.
Okay.
Yeah, Jimmy Ward. But he wasn't quite. What's up, David Corona? Yeah, Jimmy Ward is on the Texans. Yep. How many? Oh, I like this question by Dre. Want to answer this question?
Oh, see, this is where it gets wild. You're going to go on first. I don't know. I think he's going to have a lot. I want to say over 100.
Well, over 100 seems pretty. It seemed like a guarantee, but I'll go with this one. I want to say he's gonna get 100 and I want to say 170 yards. Ding, 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 170.
Okay, so wait, I'm writing this down. You're saying over 170?
Yeah, but if it doesn't get towards it, then you win that one with that prediction.
Okay, I'm gonna say.
We don't have a pretty safe.
You're gonna say over 170. I'm gonna say
over 100 yards.
Over 100 yards. So anything over 100.
Yeah, just stick with 100 yards. It's more of a safe bet for you.
Yeah, it is.
I like to be the bold one. I like to go a little bit higher.
Yeah. I'm there.
Yeah. Well, the 49ers get more than one turn.
I don't know. I was like, we should both do something. If I get one right or whatever, like you do the 40 burger for the 40 points, and then if it's under 100, I'll do something. But I don't know what.
Okay, so will the 49ers get more than one turnover? I believe they're going to get more turnovers. They're going to probably get what is it? Let's see. It's going to have to come down to Stafford fumbling that ball when we sack him. So that's going to be a turnover. It's going to be an interception towards Stafford. Maybe 3 turnovers or 4. I don't know. It's going to be some turnovers. That's where the 40 burger's coming from.
Yeah. I mean, turnovers suck, but there's always a possibility that that'll happen. But I hope there's not more than one.
Was that a Michelado? What?
Well, I don't even know what that is. What's that?
Oh, he was thinking this was a tamarindo.
Oh, a michelada. Is it?
No, it's a tamarindo.
Oh, okay.
It's a Mexican drink. It's a Mexican drink that I made. It's like one of those Mexican drinks, like the Mexican candy, but it's like a drink.
Oh, I love that. Well, I am also a big fan of the michelada, so either or would have been great.
Nah, I would. Nah. Question: are there any Niners that are on the PUP or? Nah, there ain't nobody coming. Nah, I think those guys are not going to play. Will Jake Moody get more opportunities to kick field goals? Jeez, I hope not. I hope not, but you never know. He might kick a lot of field goals.
He needs practice, so I'm hoping he does get opportunities.
But not to kick so many field goals. We could have had 40 burger on the Jets. Instead, we kicked 6 field goals?
Yeah, we did a lot. But also, I'm telling you, my biggest fear in life that it is one of those games that it comes down to that moment. I need him to do these things real, like in his sleep. So I'm always a fan if he's getting practice at doing that. Need it.
Yeah. I think if we're going by field goal prediction, I think Moody will probably make 3 kicks, but I think we're mostly going to score touchdowns.
Yeah, I would hope that Kyle is wanting to do that. I mean, that's a little weird if he's like, let's. I mean, I even dislike it when we start off with a field goal as the first goal up there. I get that you want to get it going, but I would rather have that been a touchdown.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this should be a revenge game. I hope so. I think we pretty much covered everything we needed to do because I know you got to get back to work pretty soon. So we'll definitely do something next week. But for everybody else, come by Thursday. I will be on Dre Arias' stream. We're going to have the 4th and 1. You guys need to go tune in and go subscribe to his channel, the Dre Arias Sports. That's his channel right there. And I think he has another one called Andre Nicotino 1 or something like that. I think he has like the network one also. But yeah, go definitely check it out tomorrow because I'm going to be there. As far as anybody else that hasn't subscribed to Drew, man, go check out 49ers Sports Talk. That's my other co-host, man. Go check him out. Go check out Drew, man. This man puts on a good bar, man. Me and him do like little bit of those drinking and talk Niners football, different stuff.
Fun time.
I don't know where he's at, but I can't find the comment. Oh yeah, it was like, oh, this guy right here. Go subscribe to him. Let's see. I pretty much covered everything, but we all know Tommy. If you like Tommy's little sense of humor, he is a musician. He is a musician. Just to put it out there. Yeah, he was a legend at the Gilroy Garlic Festival. He's a legend over there.
Oh, I didn't know that, Tommy. That's really cool. If you do or you're there this year, let us know.
I don't think he does, but he said he used to. But still, he's still a legend in Gilroy. That's what I said. Yeah, later, y'all. All right, y'all catch a good day.
Bye, everyone. See you next week.